there's our beans. Really starting to dry down. Really is. Shoot, this will be ready to go in 2 weeks, I would guess. This part right here might be a little bit later. It's getting close. Well, guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today we are going to be chopping. We're gonna be chopping again. It is lunchtime right now. I'm just getting up to the farm. I got off work, heading up to the farm. I'm gonna try to do day 2 of our earage. If you guys haven't checked out our previous video, do that right now. Basically, we got started on earage. We are going, that is a bulk of our lion share of our feed ration. Earage is essentially you put a corn head on. A corn head separates the stalk from the ears, husk, and cob, and corn kernels, obviously. Throw that on a chopper. So basically, you take everything that the corn head produces, and you chop it up, grind it up. Makes really good feed, really high protein feed, and our cows just love it. So it's a lion's share of our ration. So it usually takes about 3 days to do it. Did 25 loads yesterday. We were hoping to get 4 today, or 40 today, but we actually have some chopper truck issues, so that's where we're not going right now. So they're trying to get that fixed up, and we're gonna go from there. Let's see what else we got going on. So they're painting our highway. I've never really I followed one before, but I've always been curious how these things work, especially when they're doing you know, passing zones and whatnot, assuming it's all vision based, but I guess I don't know. He's letting us go. What a guy. Oh, jeez. Wow. Yeah, I'm assuming that's all vision based to like do this kind of the passing zones there, but I don't know. It's kind of neat. So I believe the chopper truck is down for some reason. It's getting worked on for something. Here's everything we did yesterday. Not too bad. They're working on something on the back end of the chopper truck. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that mower today too. Well, they're working on something on the back end. I'm guessing the chain or something on the unloader on that box. Doing some fixing on the chopper box. Essentially the doorstop. It's seen a lot of silage over the years, and the doorstop actually just went bad. So getting that replaced. That'll be probably a 2-hour job. You got to pull some bearings and whatnot. So while they're working on that, I am gonna go potentially go hook up that mower. We'll see if I can get her done. Hook it on the 8050. So we got the 8050 on our manure spreader. Kind of done spread manure for a little while. So I'm actually gonna unhook it and probably put this thing on the shredder. Is a little bit of overkill, yeah, absolutely. But we own this tractor, not gonna be getting rid of it. And it'd be nice to have duals when we actually go cut some of these ditches. At least that's the thought. So just giving me something to do before we start chopping. Cows are content, just just chilling. Go ahead and unhook this gal. Good enough. Let's roll. Blue and yellow, that'll work pretty nice. Gotta get the hammer strap on though. Hooking her up. So I'm coming up here to go grab the pin off the disc. It is a unique enough type of pin that we basically keep it with it. 340 still up here hooked onto the planter. Got to get that unhooked at some point. I believe it's going on a cart. This is what I need right here. Smells like a skunk in here. Don't love that. But all our tillage equipment is sleeping tightly for a little while. Some things will get out the accelerator. I think the accelerator is the main thing we'll be getting out. Well, time to go hook this girl on. That'll work. Yeah. There's 2 more valves on the wing. That's about the right speed. Start it up. She works. Bednar mulcher, 15-footer. 4.5 meters. Yeah, so we'll have a guy come down, I believe, in a couple days. Actually, showed us how to use this thing, but it's a mower, pretty straightforward. Might even get a little dirty beforehand. So we'll talk about this a little bit when he gets here, but a couple of quick hitters. I like how heavy and robustly built it is. Everything's got grade 10 bolts, galvanized steel, which will last a while. I love that down below, instead of having a flat bottom, you actually have a curved bottom, so that way you won't dig in near as bad. It's your stump guard is what I like to say, or your stone guard. And I like how it's got 4 blades and a mulcher, so it should be pretty cool. Can't wait to get her running. Well, did you get her whipped? Should work. Well, let's go give this sucker a shot. I think we're all hooked up and ready to go. Let's go give her a shot. So we got a little bit of time. They're doing a little bit of maintenance on the chopper. Just taking her down the road. She's really not that much wider than the tractor itself. There's all the chopping we did yesterday. I'm just gonna go mow up this lane because I can. Well, I'll see how this does. It doesn't take long for that thing to get dirty. We're just going along here and kind of widening up this lane a little bit. This thing's actually a lot easier to back up and control than I was expecting. So I see I'm going right along the beans. I mean, some of you guys have been doing this for a while, but we have never had a batwing on the farm, and I honestly think it's needed because doing this right here will speed up our soybean harvest for sure, because This way we don't have to worry about cutting in the grass or even cutting out these waterways. We probably don't need to do that, because if we let this grass go and we cut straight into it, usually we would shear our cutter boards, or at least kind of break them. This way you can kind of see where knocking this grass down for sure. It's kind of fun. Let's get out and see how good of a job this thing's doing. Kind of see this grass, thick, laid over, and here, cut, mulched. What I mean by mulch is it's basically a counter blade in there that'll help grind up all this stuff. So this will be really easy for soybean harvest. We'll be able to cut right through this. See all that grass? It's just mulched up. About perfect. This thing's pretty sick. Not going to talk about much of the specs or anything yet, because we got a few folks from the company coming out a little later, but not too shabby. I like it. Is it overkill to have this tractor on it? Yes. But again, we own it. This tractor's never leaving the farm, so the hours we put on it are kind of negligible. I think you need to have like I think you need to have 120 horsepower for this thing. So definitely overkill, but overkill is underrated. Okay, well, this thing does a really nice job. Like mowing your lawn. Awesome. Well, my number one lever is seeping down on me, but hey, this thing worked. Time to go chop now. Man, we wanted to get going by 10 o'clock this morning. That didn't happen. Had problem after problem after problem we were fixing, but that's okay, that happens. We're still not running yet because the kernel processor's plugged, so Pat's got to get that unplugged. It sticks every once in a while, so that's what he's going to go do. I'm going to go grab a jug of 2 of death. Nicely mowed waterway. Nice. So they still don't got that processor unstuck yet, so. Oh, it's going to be a slow afternoon. Maybe we can get 25 loads in, maybe. Oh, as Brian Brown would say, actually Bob Brown, juicing, government juice, is gonna make us put this crap in. This is diesel exhaust fluid. Literally just liquid fertilizer, urea. That burns hot enough so they can get rid of the exhaust gas. In there messing with the belt trying to get it to go, and by that squeaking it's not working. Finally got it to go, just it sat overnight and got stuck, so we had to basically detension the belt, spin it backwards, ram it in a couple times. That belt's got to be a little burnt, but that's okay, we're back going. So Nathan's gonna go first, then it'll be me. Well, so nothing that a plug chopper can't, well, it'll delay us some, but nothing we can't get past. There's a New Holland TX30, or FX30. We had one of those way back when. Oh, FX50, my bad. Ah, grab my water. But nothing that a plug chopper can't slow us down for a half hour, but at least we're going. It's supposed to be going at 10. It's 3 o'clock. Gotta love how that happens. Got to love it. But at least we got that mower going. We're going to go into more of that on probably in the next video or the following. But either way, I gotta hightail it because they're almost to the end. Might be waiting on me a little bit. It's okay, I'll move it. I'll get her moving. Nathan blaring the horn. So we're moving. First load of the day. And now we go back and forth. Should be pumping out 5 loads an hour, 5 full loads an hour. That's the goal. A lot of material coming out of that. Pat's kicking her in high gear today. We were going 2.5 yesterday. 3.4 right now. Granted, it's a little bit drier right now, but no dust coming out, so it's above 30% moisture, that is. Jumping. Easier to look at through the mirror. Well, it's making its way up the pile. Kurt's getting taller and taller. By the end of the day today, we'll be driving down it. With any luck, at least. Got another 2 feet to go. See how that stuff's getting dusty? She's below 30%, I'd guess 25%. Look at all these ears that are drooped. You know, corn's maturing and it's reached black oil when those ears droop like that. Ooh, there's an ear that fell on the ground. That's not good. Pat couldn't keep up. Weak. He had to give me the slow down signal. Moving along. Load forward for the day.
Well, we're back. Day 2. About 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. Hot and dry today, about 85 degrees. Wind's blowing. Good drying weather for sure. See how much we get done. Should be a good day. Good afternoon anyway.
Let's get out and let's watch Curtis push this pile. Oh yeah. So this is our earage pile. We just started it yesterday. Our silage pile is right there. Got 40 loads in it. This thing will probably have about 2.5 times that, maybe 100 loads or so. We got about 30 or so in right now. Pushing it up the pile would be our 340 Magnum with our Grouser blade on it. It's pretty cool. Basically, I'll dump it at the bottom and he pushes it up and levels the pile. That's what she looks like. It'll take about 45 or so loads until we can actually take the tractors and drive them straight down. But it's working now. So he pushes it up, then he'll turn around and then back up and down it to help pack it. Look how green this stuff is. Juice. I think Brian might be riding with me. And to go between letters, you got a clutch. So
3 letters only.
Yeah, 3 letters only.
Yeah.
There's 8 gears in each range.
Yeah.
So like if you need to go between, like when I go out here to the road, I'll climb the hill in B6 and I'll shift up to hill B8, clutch in, P up. So it's pretty simple. Like I said, I mean, you can kind of tell exactly where Pat drove. Just
Right.
drive exactly where he drove.
You got like 2 rows there.
Yep,
basically.
exactly. Yep, it goes 2 rows, then he ran over a row, then 2 rows, then he ran over a row.
Yeah.
It's basically straddle those 2 that are there.
Yeah. He was saying something about 3 miles an hour.
Yep.
So you're at 3.2 now.
Yep, 3.2. Yep, so that's B5 and then just above idle.
I see.
And then how this works, your gears are right here.
Okay.
This is your throttle, pushing it back forward backwards.
I see. This is throttle.
Yep, yes, on it. That's your throttle. I've got 34 loads so far. Getting there, I'd guess another 10 or so will be driving down. Pushing it up and smoothing her down. Can you tell where our fungicide line was? Plane didn't exactly follow the rows because it literally goes right like this. That's cool. That's why it's so dead at the end there. That didn't get fungicide, but this stuff did. Cool. You can tell right to the line where the fungicide is. We also got a new operator, Brian. You care if you're on camera?
Oh, good. Hey.
So Brian, who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Brian Banowitz, and I'm back in the area for a little while.
Back in the area? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from?
Where was I? I was all over Asia.
All over Asia.
Hong Kong was the last stop. Before that, all over Singapore, Japan, yeah, mainland China.
Long way from home. What were you doing over there?
Well, it was a whole bunch of stuff. Pretty much some corporate communications and some film work and even some teaching in free time. So,
nice.
English teaching. Yeah.
Hey, we were talking all about editing and video programming, cameras and everything like that. But
that's right.
We're short on people today, so we're teaching Brian how to.
Ron's my video editor teacher.
It's more. We're teaching each other. We'll say that.
There you go.
But Nathan's got to go bale hay here soon, so Brian's going to take over the chopper box for me, and I'll take over the truck for a little while.
Yep. Keeping the machines flowing.
Exactly. Nathan's running the camera. Oh. There's Ronald. What's up?
And there's Ronald.
What's up? Oh man, I lost my AC. That sucks. Oh well. This thing's at least fun to drive. Well, there goes Brian. Like I said, living overseas for that long, he picked up driving a tractor like a champ. He grew up on a farm, so it's just like riding a bike, but he'll do just fine. Rolling. Gotta keep that 13, 1400 RPM in gear 1. Tell you what though, this smells amazing. Got a cool seat in there, shoot right in. This thing just rides so much better than a tractor. I can go 10 mile an hour and not even feel it. You can go 15. Here's 15, no issues. Yes, nice smooth ride. Nice. Unloading. So basically on this truck, you just gotta drive ahead, unload it. Dripping off a PTO pump, so you got to be stationary, or you basically got to be out of gear, but you basically got to let the clutch out when you do that. So yeah, it's a PTO pump driven off the clutch, so you got to let the clutch out and not engage your PTO. So you got to be stationary for the most part, but you have to, if you have to move forward, you just slip her in gear. It's really not that bad. And you got this control box right here that has you run the aprons front or back, or the chains forward or backwards. Then you have your speed. Pretty simple. Well, this is gonna be my last load of the day. Pat's going to the game tonight. I gotta meet a plumber guy down at the potential future house. So we're just shutting down tonight here soon. Not near as good a day as we wanted to. I think we only got about 20 loads in because we didn't start until 2:30. But 20 loads is probably even generous. But it is what it is. Breakdowns, had to fix this truck. It is what it is. This is all done for the day. Put her in gear, or I engage the PTO. Now we're dumping her out. After a little while, I gotta pull forward. we'll be done. Kurt's working his way up the pile. Got a lot more feed to put in here. Definitely tell where my feed was right there versus where the feed on the other side I got the fungicide. It's looking good. All right, time lapse is over. Wow, shocker, the GoPro died again. Well, it didn't die, it corrupted. Cool. Well, we got 30 seconds of time lapse. Roll that. All right, good enough for me. I have a wedding tomorrow, so I won't be here to help these guys get a good dent of that done, but I don't think they'll finish it. Actually, I know they won't finish it tomorrow. So it'll have to be a Sunday thing, and I will be here for that. So let's go ahead and grab me a water, and then I'm gonna head out for the day. So I don't know what's up with this GoPro. So it worked for 2 unloads right now, and then it quit. So yeah, I don't know what the deal was. So literally today, so I'm editing this video 2 days after this video was filmed. I made sure to check this thing multiple times a day, and it worked the whole night. So I don't know what to think. Sorry about that, guys. A lot of green disappearing in this field. Getting close. We were just talking. We were guessing 2 weeks. Well, I figured out in the night looking at our earliest planted bean fields. And boy, do they look close. This will definitely be the first to go. They look real close. 2 weeks, we'll be rolling. Cannot wait.